Hello and welcome. Very, very sunny room of mine. I don't know what to do anymore. I already put all the curtains, closed all the curtains, but it's not helping. So let's see. It's like you can still see me, or at least my silhouette. And you can definitely hear me, so follow my voice. I hope you had a good and productive Monday, and I hope that you got a chance to enjoy the sunny and warm weather. And if you're still feeling tired and like you need to move, then you're in the right place. First of all, we will start in a seated position. Any type of seated position, even if you want to sit in a chair instead of on the floor. You may want to use a blanket or a block to put underneath to elevate your hips so it feels comfortable. And place your hands on your thighs. And we will establish our breath. First by starting just natural breath at your own pace. Through the nose, in and out. Just establishing our regular breathing. And then we will even it out a little, so you can place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, making sure that the jaws are relaxed. Quick scan of your body. Forehead is relaxed, our jaws are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Our spine is straight. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And maybe we will try to even it out a bit. So on the same count, we will inhale and exhale. Do it at your own pace, but just as an example, inhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will try to follow this breathing pattern, the equal breathing pattern, for the rest of the practice today until the relaxation pose. Couple more breaths here. Notice what feels tired in your body. Maybe it's nothing. Or maybe there's some tightness, tiredness in the shoulders, or any other part of the body. On the next inhale, we will interlace our fingers, straighten our hands, and we will bring our interlaced fingers all the way up. Shoulders are still relaxed. We're not trying to reach our ears. If you can interlace your fingers and push your palms of your hands all the way up. If this is not available today, you can grab a towel or a belt and just grab it and bring your hands all the way up. Inhaling, maybe looking up, maybe having a slight bend in the back, in the spine, and exhaling, we will look down and bring our straight hands down. Remember, we're just rotating the shoulder. We're not pushing it upwards. So inhale, bring the hands up. Maybe look up. Always option to look in front of you. See a slight bend in the back. Feels nice. And bringing the hands down and looking down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Nice, slow and controlled movements. Less listening to our bodies. We will still interlace our fingers, or feel free to use the belt or towel as we did before. Bringing it up, inhaling in this position. And on the exhale, we will bend just the torso to one side. Inhale, going back to the initial position, and exhale, bending in the opposite direction. Inhale up, exhale, bend. Inhale up, and exhale, bend in the opposite direction. And inhale up. We will continue this for about 2 to 3 more rounds, meaning one round is bending in both sides. So that was one. Now I'm doing the second one. Following your own breath at your own pace. Feel free to stay in the bend for a couple of breaths if it feels nice, or continue the dynamic stretch. And exhale, release the hands. Maybe shake your hands, shake your arms. We'll do some shoulder rotations. So just bringing our shoulders in circles in any direction for about 10 rotations. While breathing in and out through the nose. And switching the rotation, same thing, about 10 rotations in the opposite direction now. Continuing for about 10, as I said, and continuing breathing through the nose. Nice, deep, hopefully equal breath like we established in the beginning. And if it doesn't feel good to follow equal breath, don't stress it, just breathe naturally. Wonderful. Now we can continue stretching maybe our necks. So we've relaxed our shoulders, stretched our sides, our hands, and now we will look to the right and slowly do half rotations, looking down, exhale, and looking to the opposite direction, or to the left. Inhale here and looking down, exhale, and returning our gaze to the right. So half circles like this. Exhaling, doing the rotation, and inhaling, looking to the side. About 5 to 10. 5 to 10 breaths and 5 to 10 rotations. See what feels nice. Maybe one side, notice if it feels tighter than the other. Just noticing without any judgment. And return the gaze to the center. Inhale and exhale here. And we will do the same, but we will look up this time. So looking to the right again. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, we will look up. And exhale, looking to the left now. See, we're just changing the breathing pattern. Exhale here, looking up, inhale. And exhale, looking to the side. Inhale, looking up. And exhale to the opposite side. Continue at your own pace, following your own breath. It's okay if you mess up the breathing pattern that I'm doing. Just continue breathing. And listening to your body. This is the most important. I sometimes like to challenge our brains with switch up in the breath and movement. So doing about 5 to 10 rotations and returning to center, gazing in front of you. And for the next part, we will need to prepare our hips mostly. So we will do either half butterfly. So if you're seated, you will place if you're seated in a chair, you will straighten one leg and place the other leg bent with below or above the knee and opening the hip up and helping with your hand, helping the hip joint to go up and down, lubricate the joint. And if you're seated on the floor, we can do same thing while seated on the floor, just as I showed, or we can do butterfly with our both legs. So if you're doing it with one leg first, just count about 5 to 10 breaths, 5 to 10 movements, and then switch the leg. And if you're doing it with both legs, you can choose where you want to place your legs, closer to your hips or further away. And we can do the same thing. Our feet will be facing each other, soles of our feet. And we can help the butterfly effect with our hands. Just a little support. About 5 to 10 breaths. And then on the last one, I always like to let it stretch on its own. Either use the support of a blanket or a pillow, if the stretch is too much, or just let it fall and maybe reach the floor. And then inhale, help yourself with the hands, help your knees come up, maybe with your hands, and straighten the legs and shake, shake, shake to release any tension. Now we'll do some ankle bending. This is important for what we're about to do. So first I want you to point your fingers forward, and then we will be pointing as far backward as possible. So in most cases, our toes, not fingers, our toes will be looking upward. So inhale, toes look up, and exhale, our toes pointing forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Continue at the pace of your breath. And then we'll do some ankle rotations. So we will go in any direction for about 10 breaths, 10 rotations. Sorry, 5 to 10 breaths and about 10 rotations. Continue breathing in and out through the nose. And on the 10th rotation, we will switch and start it in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Now once again, we can shake, shake, shake our legs. And the next pose for which we were preparing our body, it's called chopping wood for a reason. It can be done while seated in a chair, so feel free to do that, or you can sit down in a squat. It's a low squat with flat feet. If you can go down low like this and your knees are fine, but you cannot place the whole foot on the floor, you can roll up a blanket and support your heels with the rolled up blanket to the height that is comfortable for you. Now, if you're not feeling supported enough, or your legs don't feel strong enough to go deep into the squat, you can choose to have a yoga block, or maybe two, but use the flat side, so the most surface for stability. So you can place the blocks like this, like in a little angled version. You can also place a blanket on top of the block, and it will give you some extra height and extra cushioning, because some blocks can be quite rigid and not soft. Mine are quite soft. They're made from foam. And if you're seated in a chair, then you can just place your knees a bit further away. So not seated in a chair like this, but seated in a chair with knees apart. All right. Now this is Malasana pose. And a variation of this, a chop and wood variation, is going to be with this squat, but we will sit with our hands straight, trying to choose which side to show you better. So our hands straight, like we're holding up an axe, and we will bring our axe as far up as we can. Inhale here, and exhale, we will chop wood. And exhale with force. Inhale again and chop the wood. Inhale and audible exhale. So make your own sound. It can be any type. And inhale and chop the wood. So I want you to make sure that you're sitting, your neck is not rigid. So the neck should be in the same level, in the same line with the spine. So we're not angling our neck, we're not looking up, we're just sitting comfortably. Our spine is straight, but we're not trying to do any bending of the spine or the neck. And we're bringing the arms, once again, the shoulders are not trying to reach the ears. We're just bringing our hands at the comfortable level. So if it's here, that's fine. If it's further up, that's also fine. Just make sure that you're comfortable in this pose. One more time, inhale. And you can do it for about 5 to 10 breaths, whichever feels better. Great. And now we can return to the seated position on the floor. So if you're seated in the chair, continue sitting in the chair. But here I want you to massage your legs, especially if you're not used to sitting in a squatted position. Maybe lengthen your legs, straighten them, and shake, shake, shake. Whichever joint feels it the most, just massage the muscles around it. And then hopefully you, with the adjustments that I showed you, you can choose what feels right. All right. And now we can move into our favorite pose, the relaxation pose. So lie down on your backs. Choose the comfortable option. If there is any tightness in our lower back, bend the knees. If this Monday felt overwhelming at all, you can just turn on your side. Turn on your side and just use maybe a blanket or a pillow as a pillow, or your hand bent We'll do some nice natural breaths in and out through the nose. Returning our attention to our lungs and our belly, maybe by placing one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. Feeling with each inhale, our chest is rising, our diaphragm and our belly. And with each exhale, our abdominal muscles are working, our stomach deflates, our chest deflates. On the next exhale, try to prolong it. So for example, if you're inhaling for a count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, your exhale is going to be for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So choosing the option that feels nice. And once again, you're safely home. If you feel like you want to exhale not through the nose, but it would benefit you to exhale through your mouth, do so. Make an audible exhale. Do a quick scan again like we did in the beginning. Our forehead is relaxed, our jaws, our shoulders. Hopefully our back, our lower back, and our hips are relaxed or don't feel as tight as before. On the next inhale, if your eyes were closed, gently open them. If you're lying on your side, I would just like you to switch the position so you can lie down on your back, bend the knees, and just a nice quick windshield wipers. So we will rotate both knees in one direction and then the opposite direction. Feel free to linger for a breath on one side, creating a twist for your spine, or doing it dynamically. And then after about 5 to 10 twists, you can rotate to one side once again. Gently help yourself with the hands and assume the seated position again. And in the seated position, we'll finish as usual with our self-hug. So inhale, bring your hands, your arms straight to the sides. And exhale, nice, generous self-hug. And release. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. So just a quick, notification that there won't be any Saturday class on this upcoming Saturday, but I will continue doing Saturday classes for the rest of May. Otherwise, if you have any suggestions, any comments, leave a comment, like the video, and I will see you next Monday. Have a good day.